Hello everyone. So today we are back to org reveal, and to be honest it is not really about org reveal, it is in general. So whenever you're trying to use org mode to publish, let us say, HTML based content, it could be a simple HTML file or it could be a presentation. Yes, you can make presentations using org mode. So there are a couple of ways to present using org mode. Either you can use org mode and just use org mode and make a presentation from your org file, or you can use org reveal if you want. And there are other ways to do it. You can also use Beamer. I never really tried Beamer because it can do a lot of things, but I just need a simple presentation. So what I want to focus on today is just one thing, and very simple thing. Let us say you're working on a presentation, right? And if you're working on a presentation, you may want to resize some images. For example, if I show you this presentation on the right hand side, I have this about Sparks' page, which has the logo, and it looks good, but it was not like this by default. So couple of things. Number one, so when you are using org reveal, you can't really have like columns. You have to do it yourself using CSS. I'll make a video on that. But today I just want to focus on how to resize images. It's very simple. So let us say you have this image, which is inserted here in your org file. What you need to do, you can use something like hash plus attr_html and then specify width here. So I'm specifying here 50%. It could be, let us say, 100%, or maybe let us say 90%. So I'll just save it. And this is basically not the file from where I'm exporting this file. I'm basically using this another file where I have included this about Sparks, my company. So you can also include one org file in another org file. You can do that. So I will be using org reveal. And to use org reveal, you have to first load your library, which is, and I'm doing it manually because I do it not all the time. All right, so let me just do an export, and I have to do RR, and yeah, that is it. It works. I can see some error in the file. I hope it works. All right, so let us take a look at the file. So this is now 100%, right? So this is good. And even if you look at the logo, and if you do an inspect element, it will show you the width, which is 90%. So this is great, but there are cases where you want to maybe specify, because it is HTML and you can do things. What happened? I think I did something. Come on. I think I pressed some button and it just disappeared. Okay, let me just try to find where is my org. Okay, my org file is missing. Let me just try to find it. All right. No, I think I closed it. I just closed my Emacs. That is a shame. All right, I'll probably just open it again. All right, no, not a problem. I'll just open it again and I'll show you. So basically what I will do is I will go to the file and is there something wrong with my Emacs? I don't know. All right, so I know the path, which I will type here manually, and I can then show you the file. Okay, this is file number 1. Great. File number 2 is about Sparks. Great. And I will increase the size. Okay, so apart from specifying the width like this, you can also specify the width in pixels. So you can also do something like, let us say, maybe 100 pixels. And if you export it again, I will have to load the library. Come on. Maybe I should do it by default whenever I start my Emacs. Okay. All right. So there is some error in the file, which is fine. All right. Let us take a look at the presentation. So yeah, you can see the size is now very small. I'm sure you can't even see it, but if I do an inspect element on the image, there should be like a width with 100 pixels. So this is good, and of course it's a simple way, but it is very effective. And because I usually keep it in percentage, because I really want to just focus on the percentage relative to the column where this image is being showed, and it will take care of the size for me the way it is displayed. So let me just do it one more time and refresh. All right, so we are back. So this looks very simple and interesting, and I'll make a couple of more videos on org reveal, because I was playing with it, not playing with it because I was using it. I have now, as I mentioned before in my videos, I've started using I think it is like, I think, of course I do use other tools, but I think I've moved a lot of my things that I do on org mode. Although I have been using org mode for simple task management, note taking for many years, more than 10 years roughly, but I have now started using org mode for other things like document publishing, PDF, and I'm also of course trying to write a book using org mode. It is not bad, and it is very satisfying, and I have also made a few presentations. In fact, whenever I write an org file, if I'm writing a book, usually that presentation is like a part of that particular big document. And this is a great thing about org mode. You can always specify something like this, no export, so it won't really export to the HTML, or you can specify certain elements to be exported. So you can do both. So this is what I do, and it is much more convenient than managing multiple slides and using some online tools like Google Slides, or maybe even using LibreOffice. You can make good presentations using LibreOffice, but if you're talking about presentations, you can do it using org mode really nicely. You don't really need to have like a presentation with a lot of elements in it. You just need to presentation is all about like a supporting thing. Like for example, last week I was speaking at one event, and I basically used this presentation which I'm showing you right now. So basically I talked about Jira automation and Jira automations, like different options that you have when it comes to automating Jira. And I of course was using slides, but slides are just for support, not really something that you read. So it is always good to have like some slides so that people are engaged. But the point is that you have to keep your slides simple. If you're making your slides too complicated, then it is not really a slide, right? And no one is interested in looking at your slide if you have like too much on it. Ideally, you should have like some bullet points, maybe some text, and simple images, right? Don't really try to overcomplicate things. But I'm very happy that I have now started using I've moved completely to org mode based presentations. I don't use Google Slides anymore. And the videos that I make, I basically talk about the simple improvements that you can do, because if you're trying to learn a tool like Emacs, it will take a lot of time. It's not like you can start learning it from maybe, you will definitely learn a lot in the beginning very quickly. You can do like a lot of things, but you have to give yourself time. It can be frustrating, but it's a learning curve, and once you reach that threshold, then there is no looking back. You can you can do a lot of, you can actually be more productive when it comes to using something like Emacs, because everything is a text file. There is no internet required, there is no database, there is no tool that you need to install apart from just Emacs, and org mode comes with Emacs. So yeah, that is all. I will make more videos on org reveal, and I will talk about bit of formatting, like having multiple columns, which I did by the way using CSS, just to give you an idea, but I will show you how to do it in a different video. All right, that is it. Bye bye.